With his decision made, he felt a weight lifted from his shoulders. He would return to the village and inform his father of his decision. It wouldn't be easy, but it was necessary. With newfound clarity, he opened his laptop to tackle his pending emails. It was time to focus on what mattered and move forward. Moments later, Dizzy entered the room. "Hi, I'm back." She rushed past him. "I need some change for the Uber driver." At the bedside drawer, she opened it and took out some bills. Knowing that Babza didn't acknowledge her presence, she howled, "Hello!" "Hello," he replied, lifting his eyes slightly. "Oh, you noticed me," she said sarcastically. "What are you writing so seriously? How was your shopping?" he asked curtly, his gaze fixed on the laptop. "It was good." She turned to exit the room but stopped. Tunde, the Uber driver, was very grateful that Auntie Candice gave him 30,000 naira as a tip when he dropped her at the airport. Babza's fingers froze at the mention of Candice. "What did you say?" He cast a hostile glare at her. "The Uber driver," said Auntie Candice. "The woman who came home with you from the village." "I know who she is," he interrupted her brusquely. He said she gave her money, and she was very upset that day. Babza was furious that the driver dared to discuss Candice with anyone. He shoved the laptop aside. "Where is he now?" he bellowed. "He's waiting for me to bring the money." Babza felt an intense need to protect Candice's privacy and his reputation. He stormed out of the room, nearly running. Daisy chased after him. Babza's blood boiled. He felt a mix of betrayal, denigration, and anger. How dare the Uber driver discuss Candice with anyone, let alone Desi? The nerve of him, the driver's audacity to gossip about his guest, especially one connected to him, was unacceptable. The driver stood by the car on the driver's side. He saw Babza beckoning him to come forward with his fingers. He immediately proceeded to meet him at the front door. "Good evening, sir." Babza looked utterly exasperated as he confronted the driver. His voice thundered with rage. "You foolish idiot," he growled. "Did I hire you to talk about my guest?" Looking confused, the driver stammered, "Sir, I don't want to see you around here again," Babza yelled, glaring at him. Desi squeezed herself between the doorframe and Babza to face him. "Baby, don't be upset," she uttered derisively. A look on Babza's face made her stiffen. In a low tone, she said, "No reason to stop his job. He only said Auntie Candice was nice to him." "GT inside the house," Babza scowled, ordering her. Daisy handed the driver the notes, and then edged her way back inside the house just as she had come out. "Sorry, sir," the driver pleaded. "I will never do it again. Please forgive me. Get lost." He slammed the door in his face. As he walked past Daisy, he cast her a contemptuous glance. She opened her mouth to speak, but he interrupted her. "I don't want to hear a word from you." He went into the bedroom, picked up the laptop, and resumed where he had left off. Daisy entered the room. She took a few steps toward him. "Baby, don't disturb me," he replied through gritted teeth. Daisy realized that her attempt to downplay the situation only intensified the conflict. She quickly withdrew when she noticed Babza's tense posture and anger. Returning to his work, Babza attempted to regain his composure. Daisy's efforts to console or explain only irritated him further, deepening his distress. He needed to shift his focus to maintain control over his emotions. He reminded himself of the decision he had made earlier. Candice was part of the past, and he would move forward without her. He wouldn't allow her or anyone else to disrupt his structured life.
Ohawele ehi, iwe ole asoche ehi, ohaholo ehi, iwe ole asoche ehi.